Hey, everybody. That was pretty flawless. We have a guest today. We have Vedanta Sproston sitting in for Dustin Blaise today, and she just did a flawless intro. Thank you, Vedanta.
No problemo.
Merry Christmas, everybody. It's December 24th, Friday. We don't get to do a Christmas Eve show very often. It's probably, what, every 4 years we get to do that? So here we are, and we're just going to do a little Christmas themed image today. I hope you guys are safe and warm and having with family and all that good stuff with whatever holiday you're celebrating or not celebrating today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. I'm having a great time, and a wonderful Christmas time. Um, he makes $400,000 a year off that song. Paul McCartney
I
does.
just heard that the one Mariah Carey does,
Yeah.
she makes 3 million to 4 million a year just from Spotify because it just hit 1 billion.
Wow. Yeah, I was looking up, the Beatles, like two of the Beatles have their own Christmas songs that get played every year, which I think is amazing. Um, Obviously John can enjoy his, but yeah, Paul makes 400,000 a year off of Wonderful Christmas Time. I was looking at Margaritaville the other day, completely unrelated. Margaritaville brings in $15 million a year. That song. You
Just
looked
the
it
song.
up. Yeah,
I did.
just the song brings in $15 million a year in royalties for Jimmy Buffett. Plus, it
Yeah, I
sparked
believe that's
a billion.
considered.
Plus, it sparked $1.5 billion empire.
Yeah.
But
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say. I think
yeah,
commercially that's considered the most successful song of all time,
yeah, incredible.
financially.
But anyway, back to capitalism and Christmas. I hope you guys are having a great holiday, like I said, or if you're not celebrating or whatever, I hope you're having a great time. We're going to have a good time today. I've got an idea of something I want to draw. I was just scribbling around but before we get to that, we've got sales. This is our 12th day of Christmas, and it's the biggest sale that we've got of the 12 days. We have a sale where if you buy anything on the site, you get the next thing 50% off. So buy one thing, buy the next thing 50% off. Is that right, Nick?
That's right. Hey, yeah, that's going on all day long. So all brushes, lessons, tutorials, the whole nine.
And
By the way, I might sound a little funny to people. It's because I am not there in the studio today. I'm calling in via Zoom, and you're hearing me through the mics. So I apologize if it's through the speaker. So sorry if my sound is a little garbled for people, but we'll do our best.
yep, Nick's a little under the weather today, but he's still being able to be with us. And so here we are. We've also got Armand Serrano's new course is out, and if you go over to Vedanta, if you go over to the folder with the ads in it, and then click on Armand, you get his. Um, Armand Serrano's new course is out now. It is live. You can get it. It is awesome. We've had so many requests on a course on visual development. I do a little bit of it. People kept asking me if I would do one. I don't feel comfortable enough doing it because it's not my wheelhouse completely. I feel fine doing it for myself, but to teach it was never anything I felt comfortable with, and I wanted to wait until I found the right person to teach it, and that's Armand Serrano. Armand is amazing, and any of you that have taken his courses or seen his lectures anywhere around the world, because he's talked everywhere, you'll know that he's just an incredible artist, incredible layout artist, visual development artist, and his course with us is no less than great. He really is thorough. Really takes you through the latest software in order to improve your visual development. Some really great stuff. Research, which you'll hear me harping on all the time. So anyway, that's live now. Go on over to creatureartteacher.com and check that out. We've also got David Coleman, who has got a new course out, and coming out, and that you can still get in pre-order. Is that right, Nick? Am I saying that right?
Yes, that's still in pre-order for 50% off.
Yes.
So it's still available.
So David Coleman, he's got it's a dynamic drawing. What is it again? What's the title of it, Nick?
Drawing with life, energy, and story.
Thank you. It's a long title, and he draws that way anyway. So I just couldn't remember the specifics. But David has a very, very energetic, very really beautiful way of laying down gesture and energy into his drawings and getting story into his drawings. And he teaches you this process in this course, and it'll be coming out in the next few days coming up or week. And it's awesome. Another great course that we're really proud of. So between Armand and David, we got some great stuff coming up the next couple of weeks. Obviously, there's also Tony Cipriano, who's got his monster course that's out right now. That's great. And I've got a new animation course coming up that will hopefully get out to you before the new year, or by the new year, I should say. We've had a few delays with some other projects that I've had to jump onto. But anyway, I'm going to jump back to drawing. I got my Diet Coke ready to go. No product. I don't get any money from Diet Coke,
First
although
question,
they should.
it's a really important question. Are you Santa?
Hey, I am getting roundish.
I think it's the gray beard.
Yeah, it is, and I am. At least to my spoiled, rotten kids. All right, let's see here. I'm just going to brush over that. So here's a little sketch that I doodled out, and I kind of liked it. And then I went in and I refined it a little bit. So I got this little guy, this bear, opening up a present, and he's got his little bunny buddy hiding in there, and it's Merry Christmas. So there we go. I'm going to have some little pine needles, pine branches coming in, but this is kind of the main gist of what I want to draw. And so that's what we're going to do today. Today on Creature Art Teacher.
Jackie says Merry Christmas and Happy 2022 to the Blaise family. Thank you so much for Creature Art Teacher and everything you do to inspire us.
Is that Jackie?
Oh no, this is Jackie Duchesne.
Well, thank you.
I don't know
Merry
if I said
Christmas
that
to you
wrong.
as well.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
What's a cassowary? So can you
A
draw me
cassowary is a big Australian bird.
Can you draw me a cassowary, please?
Not right now, I
We're
can't.
doing Christmas. Holiday gift giving.
Why is that? Oh, because I'm only set to 33%. It's like, why is that drawing so, what the heck? There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Why does that keep going to 33%? Something's weird.
For those that don't know, especially our friends over in the UK, this is semi-inspired by the bear and the hare.
Yes.
Aaron was the lead animator on and director of animation, I guess.
Co-directed it. Yep. Co-directed the animation. For some reason, Nick, every time I draw, it's the opacity is dropping to 33%. I've never had that happen. Watch, I'll put it at 100.
Save,
Draw, and it jumps to 30. I'm just gonna quit, and
I was going to say save and quit real
yeah.
when all else fails.
Weird. Very weird. Very weird.
Christmas.
Rick Hunter says, got both my books signed just in time. Thanks a mil. I love them.
Everything's I wonder if something's
Yeah,
getting.
that's awesome. We've had tons of people getting their books in the last couple of days, which is fantastic. Aaron, you might want to mention something about that because my audio doesn't sound too hot. But
Yeah, we're so happy. The books are have been arriving. We've been getting some great reports. They're hitting all over the world. So that was one thing we were worried about, was that people in more remote areas in relation to us we're going to get their books before Christmas, but it's turning out a lot of people are getting them. So and if you have not gotten yours yet, just be patient. Hopefully it's right around the corner. I'm going to quit out of Photoshop real quick. Yeah, something's weird.
100% of the pre-orders shipped.
Something's weird here, Nick. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna quit the Zoom, and then I'm gonna call you back. I can't get anything to work here. Hold on, sorry. Sorry, folks. The camera on there. Sorry, folks. We're having a technical difficulty. Someone crazy.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
It's not.
I'm just sitting here.
Whoa, what's going on with my TV paint? Something is getting pushed. That's what's happening. There's something, a key getting pushed somewhere.
What's this? This stuff's all getting pushed. What's that?
Oh, maybe that was that. Was it that?
I don't know, but that deck right there is getting pushed.
Okay. Yeah, there's a key, something was getting some key was somewhere was getting pushed, and that was weird.
Those, whatever that is. Okay. So,
Right on.
wow.
But that was the dragon frame. Is that even on? I don't even have that on. Let me call Nick back. We'll just keep the camera on there. There we go. I gotta bring that over here. Sorry, folks. You're getting to see how the sausage is made. There you go. All right, new meeting. All right. I don't know why it's all up there. Da-da-dee-dee-dee.
Wonderful Christmas time.
Sorry, folks. Do you have any questions on while we're doing this? I'm going to share.
No, everyone was just kind of watching it go haywire. Keeps cutting out and everything, so I'm sure once we get back we'll get questions.
Yeah. All right, participants. I got to get this out to Nick. I'm going to invite Nick. Copy link.
Dustin says, everything all right? No, Dustin.
Of course, yeah, Dustin has to go and play today. And here's to Nick. There we go. Hey, Zoom.
He probably sabotaged it so that when I was here, and then he could say, Steve, you need me.
That's right. There we go.
Martin Rivera, Merry Christmas. I did get my book. It's awesome. Worth the wait. Sound she's on. He says, hey, everybody. Merry Christmas, Team Blaise.
Hey. Oh, let me hit admit. Are you back, Nick? Oh, there he is. Are you back? Oh, he can't hear me yet. Now he can. Connected to audio. Are you there?
I'm back.
All right. So it looks like we had like something was sitting on the dragon frame picture taker thing or something. It was weird.
All right. Well, let's go back to your desktop and draw.
Yeah. So hold on. Let me go to share.
Finish
Don't
your
share
right.
the screen yet. Don't share the
Okay.
screen yet. I'm not till I tell you.
Okay. Cotton.
All right.
Why are you're sharing your screen with me now, Dustin? Or
Yes. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I don't need to. There we go. La di da di dum di doo. I'll put you up here, Nick.
perfect. I'll sit up here on the shelf. I'm like the elf on the shelf.
Yes.
Okay, would you like me to go?
Yes, go ahead and share now. Geez, that was painful.
So painful.
All right, look at that. We're back.
It didn't go to 33?
No, it didn't go to 33.
Okay.
When we opened it, it was stuck in 33,
You know
and I
what?
got a little bit scared.
I think it's the ghost of Christmas past.
Yeah, it's the ghost of Christmas future.
No,
Everything's out of control.
the ghost of Christmas presents.
All right, hey, we're back. And we're back. So I'm.
YouTube question. What did you think of Spider-Man No Way Home? Have you seen it yet?
Well, that's what you
No.
should have asked first.
We haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen it.
But I think that's what Dustin was going to see today, right?
Yeah,
Austin?
yeah.
Are you turkey or goose tomorrow, Aaron?
Probably turkey.
We don't really do goose, I don't think.
No, that's more of a European thing.
I've never had a goose. It's a smoked turkey.
Yeah.
It's going to be super small tomorrow. Not very many people, just the kids.
Which is plenty enough between yours and mine.
Yeah.
And the grandkids.
Yeah. Well, just one grandkid this year. Sad face. Have you seen Encanto yet?
No.
It's on Disney Plus today, Erica Bay says.
Oh, then
Erica?
we will be watching
We'll
it then.
definitely be watching it. Because isn't that you're the guy you know from Zootopia? No.
Yeah,
Byron.
Byron.
Byron
Yeah,
Howard, yeah.
yeah. Byron and I used to work together.
Exactly. And he directed this?
And Zootopia. Yeah.
He won?
Byron just doesn't stop.
I mean, didn't he win for Zootopia?
Yeah, Byron's a genius.
Aw. So sweet.
He is. The guy's a genius.
He started off as a tour guide at Disney, right?
He started off as a tour guide at Disney because
Yeah.
the internship slots were filled up. So he got a job as a tour guide, came in and would take, figure drawing classes and stuff, would draw with everybody. Everybody could see that this guy could obviously draw. And I think he'd already gone to animation school. So he ended up getting an internship. Came in really quick. He got hired and then really quickly kind of came up through the ranks and became an animating assistant. And they put him with me during Mulan as my animating assistant. And I had nothing to teach this guy. He was a genius from the start. And so we basically just shared the shots. And I did, this is when I was doing Yao and the ancestors. And so he did a lot of those characters. And then after Mulan, he went on to Lilo and helped out on Lilo with story and animation and all kinds of stuff. And then I was working on Brother Bear at the time. And when Brother Bear started and it came time to cast, I cast Byron as the lead animator for Kenai the Bear, the biggest role. And it was genius. He just did an amazing job. One of the things I love about Byron is just how dependable he is, and how easy to work with. He's just amazing. He's got this really incredible ability to throw down a scribble pass that has all the information you need, all in a few scribbles. So he could get a shot animated in just a couple of hours by scribbling through it. But you could see the finish in it. You could see what it had all the elements that it needed. And then he would come in and I'd approve it, or Bob would approve it, and then he'd come in and tie it all down and it would look gorgeous.
Cool, huge fan. He's great though. Right?
Yeah.
There's a question. Why was Mark? What does it say? Why was Mark Davis and Milk Call? Why were Mark Davis and Milk Call the best draftsmen of the 9 Old Men?
Why were they?
That's what it says.
Because they were. I don't know. They just. I don't know why.
But
because
were they?
God said be.
But they were the best,
Yeah.
in your opinion?
Yeah, but I mean, it's all subjective. I mean, because Frank and Ollie were awesome. Ward was great in his own right in the way that he drew. You know, he's very stylistic in the way he drew. They all, you know, if you're talking about drawing realism, then sure, you know, Milt was probably the best.
I think that's what they were asking, because you referred to those guys as the best draftsmen in the
Yeah.
last stream, so I think.
Yeah, and they, I mean, and yeah, and they were the best draftsmen, and I see, yeah, because of those reasons. And it really did. I mean, Milt especially had this ability to just draw anything from any angle, animate it from, you know, animate things rotating in ways that are really hard to visualize, um, you know, without the aid of video, and he just could do it.
He really understood spatial concepts.
Yes, he did.
And as a child, what inspired you to start drawing?
Everything. That's like asking what inspires you to breathe. Because I, I don't remember when I didn't draw. I've always loved drawing. When I was a kid, you know, we couldn't afford drawing pads, you know, art supplies or anything like that. So, but we did have crayons, and my mother, you know, we didn't have. There was no such thing when I was small. There was no plastic grocery bags. There was no such thing as that. Everything was in paper, and so we'd come home with paper sacks, and my mother would take those and cut them up and flatten them out, and that's what I would use to draw on. And I had piles and piles of them. These brown paper sacks.
My dad would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a pastel of me as a little girl. And
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That was done on a paper bag.
Yep. And it actually it takes the that brown paper takes pencil and crayon and everything really well. Yeah, it's garbage paper, so it's super acidic and doesn't last.
They'll start to turn color and get darker.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas. Everyone's just saying Happy Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Happy Christmas.
Thanks for the discount on the perspective course. I'm looking forward to working on that. That's Ari Cornett. Becky from the UK says hello.
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 Do not like that paw, Sam.
Do you like the Ghibli Studio movies, and which is your favorite?
I like Princess Mononoke. Yes, I like them, and I like Princess Mononoke probably, and my friend Totoro.
How's Moving Castle? Spirited Away.
How's Moving Castle they were making when I went to the studio?
Here's a long question.
There we go.
Hi, Aaron. I just recently discovered you, and I love your character design work. I'm more anchored in theme park design, but I feel I need to branch out in handling character design to broaden my illustrative skills. What do you feel is the most important aspect of designing the look of a character?
I think you need to know reality before you can start caricaturing. So that's one thing a lot of people kind of skip on is drawing from life. And you'll notice, you know, if you know the history of, especially like the 9 Old Men at Disney, they were, you know, taking figure drawing classes, and we always took figure drawing classes as often as we could. It was every week, and it's there to keep your skills up, obviously. But also it's you know when I say keep your skills up, it's understanding reality. It's understanding what's real so that you can abstract from that and do your character stuff.
Denise says your voice matches the bear you're drawing.
Yes.
You do have a very full animatable voice.
I'm gonna make that paw a little bigger. A little bigger.
Do you prefer Chuck Jones or Tex Avery?
Chuck Jones. I love Tex Avery, but Chuck Jones I just felt was a little more refined.
Got a YouTube question here from Edwin. When designing a character, should there be a little story going along with it, or can you just draw random poses?
You can draw random poses, but I always try to think when I'm doing character design, I always try to draw a character doing something. What would that character be doing to describe their character? What kind of action would they be doing? You know, what kind of activity would they be doing? And the more you can do that, the more you can think that way, the more descriptive your drawings will be and your character designs. And so the people, as they're looking at your designs, will get more story out of it and more clarity.
Actually, David touches on that a lot in his new course. That's sort of the whole drawing with story component.
Good.
He talks about you should be thinking about in your drawing, if you want it to feel alive, you should be thinking about what happened right before that drawing and what's happening right after. Almost like it's you're just catching a moment in time,
Yep.
Story going on, and that's a big part of this class.
I absolutely 100,000% agree. 100,000%.
Another YouTube question. I have another YouTube question here, and you might want to repeat it because I do think the audio is a little garbled for people. But are you familiar with the work of Preston Blair and Freddie Moore?
Of course. Yes. Preston Blair and Freddie Moore. Freddie Moore designed all of the 7 dwarves. Freddie Moore was one of the early guys that Walt had. Poor guy had a little bit of a tragic life, but was an incredible artist. And Preston Blair, you know, did put out some wonderful books, and his animal character design was really great.
And Preston was married to Mary Blair, is that right? They were married, right?
That I don't know. If that's true, I never knew that.
I believe that they were. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure.
What's the difference between a cheetah and a leopard?
They're completely different species. Size, build. You know, a cheetah is much faster, so they're much more slender. They're built for speed. Leopards, pound for pound, are probably the strongest cat out there. They're just really, especially in their neck. You know, they have the ability to take an entire male impala and drag them up into a tree. You know, and it's incredible how strong they are.
I'm mistaken on that. Preston was Mary Blair's brother-in-law.
Oh.
She was married to Lee Everett Blair, who was also an artist and brother of Preston.
I did not know that.
Someone's on. Who was Art Babbitt?
Art Babbitt was also one of the artists there. I don't know much about Art Babbitt. Do you know much about him, Nick? I never knew much about him.
No, I just know the name, and I'm sure I've seen some stuff here and there.
Some of the I know some of my other colleagues from Disney could fill you in a lot more than I could. I don't know a lot of history on Art Babbitt.
He animated the Wicked Queen and Snow White and some of the Doors.
Yeah. I just never knew much about his work.
Oh, he animated Geppetto. So it seems like a lot of the humans.
Yeah, there's a lot of earlier stuff.
He was in the Marines during World War II. Oh, and he sued Disney for unfair labor practices.
Yeah, that was one of that actually I forgot about that. And they never got over it. And that was a big deal and I think he was ostracized by Disney after that. This I do remember hearing about. And I think it was a big regret that he had.
Well, he was trying to fight for the little guy
Yeah.
and bit him in the butt.
Yeah, but he and Walt were friends. And that's the thing, and they weren't friends after that.
Huh. Erica said he was one of the few well-paid artists that went on strike in
Yeah.
1941.
Thank you, Erica.
Yeah, striking can go one of two ways.
Yeah.
You get what you want, or you get nothing. I don't know that many people have gone up against Disney and won.
Well, Disney's been really good because they know I think Disney's always been, at least in the years that I was with Disney, Disney's been fair.
I mean, traditionally speaking, Disney's been one of the higher paying
Right.
career jobs. That's not to say that you don't have crunch time and long hours and stuff like that, but
But they would pay for it.
generally compensated.
Yeah, because
I'm sure great benefits. I'm sure all kinds of great things to go along with working for Disney.
during the '90s, when after Lion King was happening and the other studios were starting up, when Jeffrey went off and started DreamWorks and started stealing artists away from Disney, Michael Eisner, and they really got into a battle, and Michael just refused to let anybody go, and salaries went through the roof. It was crazy.
Is that before the Florida studio shut down?
Oh yeah, no, the Florida studio.
It
We
just-
were
it couldn't
we were all
sustain
making
itself,
we were all very much benefiting from their little battle.
but it couldn't sustain itself.
It couldn't. No, ultimately, it's what killed. I think it's partly what killed 2D animation. Well, after a while, they started cutting back. They went through quite a few actually, not just several, quite a few salary cuts. But in the mid '90s, it was you could be an animator and live very, very well. Let me say.
Do you plan on doing any courses on drawing rabbits or other critters?
No. Yes, I do. Absolutely. Matter of fact, we just finished creating a little house out back for our little rabbit critter,
Bobbert,
Bobbert.
as I like to call him. He's had many names, but
Yes. But
we all call him something.
Lily, our daughter, calls him Robert, so I call him Bob. And I think I'm going to do a live stream where we draw him.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Got a YouTube question for you. When humanizing animals, how do you go about doing thumbs? Are you just using the dew claw, or are you adding a whole new appendage to the animal structure?
Thank you for saying that. I find that I don't need to add an appendage. It's just a matter of shifting appendages that are already there. Because in general, when you look at comparative anatomy, we all have the same parts. They're just shaped differently. And so, like you said, a dew claw is a thumb. And so usually I can just use that dew claw, I'll just move it into a different place. Sometimes with animals that don't necessarily have those parts, we'll add an appendage. But by and large, with dogs or, a bear in this case or bunny, I'll just use what's there. And in this case, I'm not really worried about having to make hands that are necessarily very human-like.
Have you seen Back to the Outback on Netflix? Quick question.
No, I haven't even heard of it.
On Netflix, Back to the Outback. Oh, interesting. It's probably nature documentary.
Yeah, a documentary.
We'll have to look at the advertisement.
No, it's an animated feature apparently.
Oh wow, okay. It's an animated feature.
Yeah.
So do you prefer digital or traditional when it comes to personal projects?
Personal. I mean, personal. Geez,
Personal.
traditional. Personal.
It says which media gives you more comfort for personal projects?
Well, it's interesting because probably I think digital is easier than any other traditional media. But I like using traditional media for the tangibility of it. You know, when I'm done, I like having a painting in my hand.
Something you can put on the wall or
Yeah, which yeah, I mean, you can theoretically with
print out. Yeah.
with digital, but I like that traditional feel.
Who do you think is the best animator on the planet?
Oh man, that's so hard to say. If you would have asked me when I was younger, I would have said either Glenn Keane or James Baxter. Um, you know, there's a lot of guys out there, and now there's so many great animators. I couldn't say. And then you know, and that's just traditional animation. If we're talking about you know digital animation as well, 3D animation, there's a lot of great animators.
Um, between Andreas Deja and Glenn Keane,
And Andreas, yeah, Andreas is great too.
they're all good.
Yeah, I don't want to say who's better than who. I mean,
Yeah.
they're all great. And Andreas, you know, Andreas is just fantastic.
There's this one guy, Aaron Blaise, is pretty good.
Well, I so well, I don't know.
I just snorted pop.
So I'm going to find that local color now.
Oh, you're gonna start coloring it in?
We start coloring it in. Go really fast. Hey, city slicker.
What elements are crucial to include on a character design portfolio or animation? Anatomy studies, animal characters, human characters, fantastical creatures. They're all question marks.
Well, obviously it depends. You know, every studio you're going to submit a portfolio to is going to be different. And you know, if you're submitting to Disney is one thing compared to say Fox Studio, and you might be submitting for a certain production. If you're submitting for Family Guy, you know, you don't want to have the same portfolio that you would for, you know, feature animation at Disney. So it really depends on the studio. And if it's more of a broad feature type full-time position that you're looking for, then you got to realize that every project that you do is going to differ from the last, or at least that's the hope. And so you want to really show your versatility, in which case I would show animals and humans, different styles. Anatomy drawings are okay. I just wouldn't. The final product is the character designs. That's what a studio and art director or whoever is going to be
Not what
interested
gets you
in.
there, just they want to see you there.
Yeah, it's like you know, yeah, people get hung up on diplomas. You know, yeah, it's nice to have a diploma, but it's not going to get you the job.
If you can't do the work,
Right.
the
So
useless.
yeah, so doing a whole bunch of um,
Here's a
anatomy studies that's great, but it's not going to help you a lot. Go ahead,
Here's a
Nick.
cool comment from Jackie on YouTube. She says, "Hey Aaron, I wanted to say thank you so much for all the lessons and tips. This year I was able to land my dream job as a production artist in Disney Effects Division. Thank
Wow.
you so much."
Oh, that's awesome. Well, don't thank me. Thank yourself. You did the work. That's awesome. Man, that makes me happy. Happy.
Pretty cool.
It's super cool.
You know, I just realized that I know this is supposed to be magical, but that bear could just as easily be thinking, "Oh, you got me lunch."
Yeah. Well, I think that was my intent. It's just like, what's he thinking? But then it's just, yeah, it's a little bit of.
Lunch? No. No, he's his buddy. He's gonna sleep and cuddle him all night in the cold. Oh, Zampi asked me a question. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It says, what are your ideal features for your future dream studio?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I just
We're in the process of, well, it's not your dream studio, but we're in the
Oh.
process of pulling your studio together.
Yeah, it's gonna be a workstation for all my interests. Like silver jewelry making and glass and stained glass and ceramics and I don't know, all the stuff I like.
Play-Doh, music,
Play-Doh.
architecture.
Rocket surgery and brain science
That's right.
are my.
It's going to be the Vedanta Sproston Taco Stand and Brain Research Center.
Oh, like a sewing station, a paint, traditional art. I mean, yeah, I got a lot of interest, Sanji.
Here's the key question: have you guys finished your Christmas shopping?
No, matter of fact, I'm going out after the live stream.
I finished weeks ago, so you can see how different.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. But
you pretty much always just go out the day before Christmas and get everybody something.
No, I do. But like last year, I did all my shopping on Amazon, and I did most of the shopping on Amazon this year too.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I see a pile of boxes over there.
I had grandiose plans of going out and getting some stuff in the last 2 days, but those got kind of
Dashed.
Those hopes for dashed. Well, we're in the area where Amazon has same day delivery. So I ordered something like yesterday, and it's gonna come today.
But that's not same day.
I know, but
you just completely defeated what you were talking about.
Heather ordered something yesterday, and it came yesterday.
That's cool.
You know. So anyway.
We just need Amazon to invent the thing that they have in Star Trek, just like the replicator.
Oh,
Yeah.
And you order it, and it's
that'd be horrible.
teleportation.
I would literally be like 800 pounds. Because I would just have it replicate like all the kinds of food I like all the time.
Yeah.
It would be too easy. Way too easy.
Shelly on YouTube asked, "Hey, sorry if this has already been asked, but did you by any chance animate the bear and the hare for the John Lewis advertisement? The John Lewis advert is the start of the Christmas season here in the UK."
Yes, I co-directed the animation with Dom Carolla, and I animated all of the bear and the hare. I designed all the characters. It was a great project. I really loved doing it, and I love that it has so much life afterwards. For a commercial, that comes up all the time, and I really enjoyed working on it.
I still think on our big idea board, it's still on there. I would love to do something else in that style, that cut out stop motion combination.
Yeah.
Whether it be a short or a longer piece.
Yeah. One cool thing, completely unrelated, but just talking about old projects. We've been cleaning out the garage. The garage has been housing all of my boxes from the last 30 years. And we're trying to get it all cleared out to make more studio space for Vedanta. And we've been going through the boxes and finding a lot of old artwork, but specifically stuff from old Disney stuff. And found a whole bunch of animated shots that had been packed away for the last 20 years. And I found this really cool shot, and we're going to take you through all of that in the next couple live streams. But I found stuff from Rescuers Down Under. I found stuff from Roger Rabbit, not the original Roger Rabbit, from one of the shorts, Roller Coaster Rabbit. I found stuff from, what else did I find? Oh, Mulan. Original animation from Mulan, where I can show you the actual rough animation, and we can go to it in the movie itself. fun stuff like that. So we're going to be doing that in the next few weeks.
Awesome. Yeah, there's really cool. The Mulan
Yeah,
shot is really neat.
that was fun.
Calligraphy stuff or whatever you call it.
Yeah, there's a shot in Mulan during the "Girl Worth Fighting For." Yeah, where that goes into the fantasy scene, and it's the gang of three, and they all kind of turn into calligraphy characters. And Bruce Johnson and I animated that section, and I've got my whole section that I animated.
Or one of them ends up having a hole in them.
Yeah.
But you have the paper. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I just animated it on paper.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, it was fun.
Very cool. What kind of animals did you see at the cheetah tented camp when you were in Africa?
Everything that you would expect in Kenya. So just lions and leopards and cheetahs and hyenas and elephants and zebras and any number of antelope and gazelles and all kinds of stuff.
Did you see baboons or anything?
Many baboons, many baboons.
What are those? They don't have squirrels, but they have like monkeys.
Well, there's vervet monkeys.
Vervet. Okay.
Yeah,
They're
vervet.
like everywhere, right?
They are everywhere.
In the trees. It's so cool.
Bill asks, do you have any plans on creating a children's book illustration course?
I don't have plans on it now. I wouldn't be the best one to do that, but I do have somebody in mind that we're going to be talking to.
Yep, we've got a couple of people that I think could do that really well.
Well, one of the things we did find in the garage was one of my projects in college. I had to, for my typography class, I had to do an alphabet book. And we had to make a children's book, so I did an alphabet book, and
What did we do with that?
it's actually right there. It's right
Here.
there. It is.
Oh, I'll put on your camera just for you real quick.
So I had to bind it. I bound it. Can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah. So I did the whole thing. I bound it. I stitched it. Did everything, and all the illustrations inside, which this is 1988 technology, so it's all Xeroxed and everything. But it's Animals ABC book by Blaise. I did this when I was 18. And let's see here. It's A. So here's and it's A. A stands for owl, the able antelope that has the ability to do acrobats. B stands for Barney, the barefoot bear that likes to box.
You gotta show the picture though, babe.
Yeah, there we go. So there's Barney.
That's so cool.
And then C stands for Chip, the cheetah that chases cars with calculated accuracy.
You kind of got to do the whole thing now and just.
D stands for Daisy, the daffy deer that dances daily in the dirt.
Try to bring the drawing a little closer to the camera.
Yeah.
They're not very good. They're
Oh,
18-year-old drawings.
So sweet.
They're drawings that an
You
18-year-old
got a
did.
good grade, didn't you?
I did, yeah. E is for Elmo, the ecstatic elephant that pitches eggs with endless eagerness. I had a lot of fun going through thesauruses.
You missed an F, but it's okay.
Oh, did I? Let's see.
E, F, G.
Oh, there's F. Oh, yeah, we got to do F. F stands for Francis, the fancy flipping flamingo. Right there.
Nice.
Let's see here. G stands for George, the goofy gorilla that grapples on the ground with gusto.
You really have to do. You can just do a little story time.
H stands for Helen, the heavy hippo that habitually hurdles over hens.
Habitually.
I is for Igor, the indigo iguana that punches with impressive impact. Let's see. J is for Jake, the jovial jackrabbit who throws the javelin with joy.
You really had to get your thesaurus.
I did. I remember writing this stuff, and it took me a long time to write this. K is for Kip, the king kangaroo that does karate kicks. L stands for Leopold, the lucky lamb that likes to lasso large, lanky lions. I can't believe this thing is still holding together. It's still bound really
I
good.
know. It's crazy.
M stands for Marvin, the magnificent mountain climbing monkey. N stands for Nelson the newt, who wears a necktie while playing in the NFL.
There are a lot of people insisting that we publish this.
If we do, I've got to redo the illustrations.
No, you have to do it as is.
No, I got to redo the illustrations. O stands for Ollie, the overweight otter who ordinarily oars over the ocean. P stands for Ping Ping, the popular panda who plays paddleball under the palms. Holy cow. What a... Q stands for Quentin, the quick, quiet quarterback quail.
Wow.
R stands for Ralph, the rebel racquetball playing rhino. That one's a little short.
You were 18, so how old is this book? You're 53 now, right?
Yeah, this is 1987 or 88. I think this was maybe been 8. Yeah, I think this is either 87 or 88. S.
So it's 35 years old.
35 years. Not 20.
Yeah, I was 19 years old. S stands for Siegfried. Maybe I was 18. I can't remember. No, 19. S stands for Siegfried, the skunk who surfs successfully in the summer. T stands for Theodore, the tough tiger that plays terrible tennis. Boy, these drawings are terrible.
Aww.
See, that's the point I want to make too. Not every, we all have to work hard to improve. And if you ever get down, just look back 20 years ago at your drawings, and that'll always tell you how much you've improved. U stands for Eula, the unicorn who stands under an umbrella while umpiring. I got to say, when I started at Disney,
The drawings, by the way.
The drawings.
I learned so much at Disney.
There you go. That's better.
V is for Vivian, the vulture who hits the volleyball with vicious velocity.
We love a V.
W stands for Walter, the wide walrus who loves to win at water sports.
I think the drawings are very cute and charming.
Yeah, there is something endearing about them.
X stands for Xavier, the Zorf that doesn't exist.
Because nothing stands.
I couldn't figure out an animal that starts with X.
The X-raying exam.
Yeah. Y stands for Yvonne, the yellow yak that practices yoga in the yard.
I'm serious.
And then this one, actually, we did have to do one illustration and take it to finish. And so this one, I actually have the watercolor.
It's framed. I don't
Do we know where it is?
It's here somewhere.
But it's framed, and I've had it for years. I did this one as a finished watercolor. And Z is for Zach, the zany zebra that zigzags with zeal and zest at the zoo. The end.
It's a full book.
There you go.
ABC,
I just did story time with you guys.
ABC book.
Yeah, there it is. And it's still holding together.
We're publishing it. You got to, Nick. Do it.
Yeah, you've never even seen that before, have you, Nick?
I haven't been over yet since you did it. Maybe if we publish a version with new drawings, with new ones, the people that buy it can get an ebook of the original.
Oh, that's
Oh, that'd be cool.
sweet.
That would be a fun one to do.
Good for the kids too, you know. It's a little learning book.
Yeah. Yeah, Shane. I did get an A on it. I do remember that.
I mean, we have the framed finished zebra one. That's like, all fully watercolor. Did you use your thing?
Yeah, I did watercolor.
Yeah. Gabby on YouTube says, "Aw, story time with Santa Blaise."
Yeah.
It's a Christmas story.
Should I sit on your knee, sweetie?
Gabby, hey.
Santa.
Hey, it's a family show.
No, I know it's Santa. You make a wish.
Oops. All right, here we go.
Wyatt on YouTube says, Merry Christmas from Norway, aka the North Pole.
I was gonna say, boy, better no better place for Christmas than there.
Oh, shoot. There you go. There's his drawing again.
What's that?
Nothing. I had left the camera on you.
Oh,
Are you a geologist? Random question.
yes, yes, I am.
Tiffany asks on YouTube, what courses on your site do you think have the most benefit to a beginner? I'm having a hard time deciding.
I think the how to draw human anatomy. I think the character design course. Any of the how to draw animals courses, I think are good because they take you through, how to see basically, the different character, different species and that sort of thing.
I would say if you're having a hard time deciding, get the membership.
I was just going to say that too. The membership is a good thing to get.
If you become a member, you get everything on the site to keep, plus everything we release over the next year. So
Yeah.
really is a good deal.
Do you know if Hakuna Matata was influenced by past Disney songs?
Uh,
And it's giving examples like Zippity Doo Dah.
I don't think it was. No,
Supercalifragilistic.
I don't think it was. Although I'm not the right one to ask.
I learned an interesting bit of trivia about the music of the Lion King from Tim Hodge. This may be a known story, but I didn't know it. That before Elton John was involved with the project, they were originally trying to get Paul Simon to do the music because he had done Graceland and the whole world music thing, and he was way too expensive.
Yep.
So,
wow, really?
Yep.
Truth.
At that time, Paul Simon was on the top of the world. He won like 10 Grammys, and
Yeah.
and Elton was kind of at a lull in his career.
And I think it was the same thing. I don't know for sure, but Hades, from Hercules, they originally wanted to get Jack Nicholson, and he wanted too much. And there's a whole animated test of Jack Nicholson.
With James Woods?
Yeah, they went with James Woods. And that was Nick Raineri did him. You would know Nick Raineri's work as Lumiere. He did Lumiere. Oh.
She has come to break the spell.
Yes. So I'm painting in light right now. So you can see what I've done is I've created an overlay layer. And I'm just painting in where I think light might hit. Although that's probably going to be more of a shadow right there. But little areas of light.
What's a Huion tablet, Huion?
Huion tablet is it's a more affordable. I don't want to say cheaper because to be honest, I've never used Huion, but they are a pen display like Wacom, but they tend to be less expensive. I don't use them, but I know other people do, and I've heard mixed reviews. To be honest, I just put out a review on the Wacom Wacom Cintiq Pro 16. I just got one for when we start traveling again, and I really loved it. And Wacom doesn't pay me to do these, but I do love Wacom products, and so I'm glad to promote them. And I've always been a huge Wacom fan. I do know they are a little bit more expensive, but I'm a big believer in getting what you pay for. And but that's me. and not everyone agrees, and people can get really mean on YouTube for no reason other than they don't agree with you.
Well, not everybody can afford certain things, but you know, and you always say that if you can swing it, then
Yeah, I think it's
You know,
worth saving up for.
if it's for your career and your
Yeah, and this is, this is what I do every day. I'm on my Cintiq every single day, and it has never ever let me down.
Have you ever worked with Sting?
No, I bumped into him at the Oscars. That's as close as I ever came to working with Sting. Is actually we actually bumped into each other.
Oh,
It was
physically bumped into each
physically
other?
bumped into him. Yeah, it was him and um uh oh my gosh, Tom Cruise's ex-wife, red hair from Australia,
Nicole Kidman?
Nicole Kidman, and Nicole Kidman and
Oh, I like
and
her.
he were standing behind me, and I bumped into them.
Oh yeah, and Sting's so great. He's just I love his music. Um, there is another question about why you originally wanted Peter Gabriel. Is there a reason?
I really liked his world music, tribal. He's really great with percussive kind of stuff. Even I know Phil's a drummer, but at the time he had really done some really interesting, like I said, kind of experimental world type music that I thought was really strong, and that's why I went with him originally.
That would have worked well with in Brother Bear.
Yeah.
Omi says Cintiq 16 feels like a lot of cables.
No, there's not actually.
On the new one?
Yeah, on the new one, there's not. That was the um, I was able to hook it up in about literally 2.5 minutes.
Oh, it's got 3 cables coming.
There's 3 cables. That's it, and you hook it up to your laptop, and you're good to go.
Julie says
That's because you hooked it up to your older laptop. I think if you were using USB-C, you could have just gotten it down to 2 cables
Oh,
instead
okay.
of 1
Oh, actually, you might have it
on
hooked
a
up.
newer laptop.
That might be-
Well, they do. Well, they give you a USB-C to USB-C cable and a USB-A to a USB-C cable. So
Right.
I think it'd still be the same
The
number
thing
of
is,
cables.
Well, no, USB-C can carry power and video. So in theory, you would just be doing 1 cable to another computer.
Yeah, their power cable is completely different.
Ah,
Well, probably 2 cables would you can get it down to. I think.
Yeah.
But oh, Julie says because of you, I got a 32-inch Cintiq, and I'm so glad I didn't go smaller. I love having all the extra room.
It's amazing, isn't it? I know, it's
I
awesome.
love working big too. Traditionally,
Yeah.
did you ever finish watching Arcane?
I did not.
But you did start it, right? You like it?
I did start it, yeah, and I've enjoyed it. I just haven't. I'm so infrequent as far as when I sit and watch TV, and
Really
so
been
and
at
I
your desk for weeks.
yeah, I've been at my desk, and and I tend to fall asleep when I sit there watching TV.
Well, when we start watching a movie, it's usually about 20 minutes in.
Yeah, it's so frustrating because I
You can't finish. Yeah,
started watching The Matrix the other night and fell asleep within like 20 minutes.
Well, oh, is the new Matrix out on the?
it's on
for the
HBO
video?
Max.
It's out.
It's out, yeah.
Streaming on HBO Max for free. Yeah.
And I liked it. It wasn't I liked it.
I mean, it was kind of almost back to the first one, like very similar in a way.
Yeah.
It's the way they did it, but Matrix, they just are what they are. Action.
So here I'm just trying to lay in my shadows so you can get a sense of the light. I'm having fun with it.
Do you like Peter Pan or Alice in Wonderland better?
Oh, I think Alice in Wonderland. I love them both, but I think I'm gonna have to say Alice in Wonderland. I love the Mad Tea Party. Gotta love the Mad Tea Party. And all the crazy, crazy characters.
Here's an interesting question. Have you ever had to cancel a project before, a short or small project that was really hard to let go of? And how did you decide that it was time to let it go?
I have never let one go that I let go voluntarily. So let's put it that way. And yes, it hurt. I've lost a few projects, either through bankruptcy. You know, I was with a studio that went bankrupt. I was working on um, King of the Elves with Disney when I had some personal tragedies happen, and I just couldn't make it through the rest of the movie. For any number of reasons, I've had things happen and I've lost films, and they're always extremely, extremely painful. But you get over it, and the one thing to remember is that you've always got more inside you. You've always got uh, more projects. And was it this one? There we go. And so you just move on, and when we lost Tembo, which was the elephant movie, we lost that because the company we were working for went bankrupt. That that oh, it was horrible. It just really hurt. And but you live with the pain for a little while, and then you got to let it go, like anything else, and you move on, and that's that.
This is making me laugh. You should put a large bloody knife in the rabbit's hand.
Oh, Christmassy. Well, the box is glowing. Like in all the Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, that's
stuff.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
glowing. It's like, what's in the box?
Is that it? Yeah, that's it.
What's in the box? What's in the box? So, what made you cry more as a kid, Bambi or Dumbo?
Old Yeller. I didn't see Bambi till I was older, and I didn't see Dumbo until I was older.
Oh, I hate when they take Dumbo from the mother. And
Oh yeah.
There's just like that one tear that's falling down out of the kid.
Oh yeah, Baby Mine, that song. Oh my God. I thought they completely lost that moment in the live action Dumbo.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the live action.
Really,
Yeah,
really lost it.
Yeah. Of course, they had to eliminate some characters, like the crows.
Yeah.
It's funny, I'm a big fan of Tim Burton, and I had absolutely no interest in seeing the live action Dumbo.
It wasn't
Yeah.
very good.
It didn't speak from the trailers, it just didn't call to me at all.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan as well.
I think that's the only movie of his that I've ever been like,
Yeah.
I think partly because it literally didn't, I mean, at least from what I can tell from the previews, I know he had done Alice in Wonderland, so that's probably why they had him do Dumbo, but it didn't feel like a Tim Burton movie to me, even in its look, which I thought was weird. But maybe I'm wrong. If you watched the whole movie, maybe I would have felt differently.
Yeah, there's definitely, I think there's Tim Burton-esque feels to it, but I think he probably had a deal in place or something.
And not
Obviously.
to say he has to only do one style, for sure. I mean, I'll go see other stuff, but like my favorite movie by him is actually Big Fish.
I
Yeah.
love Big Fish. Oh, I love Big Fish.
Yeah, Big Fish is great.
Yeah, I just felt like he could have done so much more with Dumbo, and maybe they put restrictions on him. But yeah, it was lackluster. Viva says, hi from Northern California, Team Blaise, and students of all ages.
Hello.
Here you go.
Hello.
Oh, Erica Bay says, Nightmare Island was the part that felt most burdened. It's dark.
Yeah.
You know, it gets dark. Like Sweeney Todd.
I would imagine he could have done a good pink elephant thing too. I don't know how they did that.
I'm trying to remember how they did
Yeah, I
that.
feel like all of his style is like a circusy style with the stripes. Everything's got stripes on it.
Yeah.
I feel like he could have really gone crazy, and I don't know. Just, it's like you're writing a Disney writers.
Switch question: are you disappointed by Disney switching to mostly 3D animation?
Of course. I lost, that was my career. And to switch over now, granted, it forced me to go in directions I never would have gone otherwise, which is kind of cool. But sure, I mean, for them to have kept 2D animation, I think the whole industry would have been different now. But that being said, everything comes back around, and I think it's coming back around now. And so yeah, I think it's all right now. So I'm just adding some shadow now.
Have you ever met Herb Ryman?
I have not. Who is Herb Ryman?
He said when you worked at Disney, did you ever meet Herb Ryman? Are you a fan of his work?
I don't know Herb Ryman. No,
Not sure.
I'd like to know.
Oh yeah, Erica said this needs to be a wallpaper for Patreon to download. Have you guys been putting stuff on there?
Yes.
Herb Ryman was the art director for Gundam.
Oh, okay, cool.
And he did. I'm on Wikipedia, so
For the new Dumbo, obviously, right?
no.
Oh,
Oh.
well then,
And
no.
he was,
Well,
he
the,
did
the old Dumbo was like 1942 or 41. There's no way I would have known him.
But Aaron,
Come on, people. How old do you think I
you're
am?
100 years old. Everyone.
He also did. He did the Pastoral Symphony sequence. He was art director for that in Fantasia. He was a layout artist on Three Caballeros.
If you work
And mostly, he designed Sleeping Beauty's castle in Disneyland.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I got Steve.
Oh, and Cinderella's castle in Disneyland. So there you go.
If you worked on the original Fantasia, what sequence would you have animated?
Oh, Night on Bald Mountain. I would have loved to have worked with Bill Teitla, who animated the Big Devil.
Will we see any new courses from Ronnie Williford anytime soon?
Yes, we will. I don't know about soon or when, but I do know right now he's in the middle of setting up a brand new studio. And when I say studio, I mean a whole new building that he's working on. And once that's up and running, I know he's going to be putting out some more stuff. And we're going to be doing some workshops together.
Didn't Walt Disney introduce you to Herb Ryman though?
Yeah. Walt Disney did do that. Yep. Boy, I should tell you, if I could tell you about some of the parties that Walt and I threw. Oh my God.
Wow.
Here's a Twitch question. Hey Aaron, I bought the visual development course from your shop yesterday. By any chance, did you ever work with Armand Solano directly on any projects?
Yes, Armand and I worked together for a long time at the Florida studio in Orlando. Um, we worked on Mulan together and Brother Bear and um, quite a few projects. And so, yes, we have worked together many times. We're very good friends. He puts on an event called Icon Manila every year for animation people that is meant to benefit um, folks that lose their homes in all the typhoons each year there.
In the
And so
Philippines.
in the Philippines, sorry, in Manila. And so I've been lucky enough to participate in that a few times. And so yeah, it's he's a great guy, great artist, great humanitarian.
The best of men.
He is the best of men. He's a good human being.
And he has amazing family. And
He,
his wife,
he,
Bing,
he really does.
they're all awesome. Do you want to go to Uganda to see the mountain gorillas?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Were there certain scenes of young Nala that you animated in Lion King, or all of them?
I pretty much animated all of them. There may have been a couple here or there, but I pretty much animated all of Nala. I know there's a couple of guys where she was running with Simba, and they may have done
The young Nala, right?
yeah, young Nala. Yeah, I did all of young Nala, not adult Nala. Tony, not Tony Ficelli, Tony Della Rosa. Oh my gosh, trying to remember his name. Um, animated adult Nala. I'm trying to remember his name. Della Rosa. Tony Della Rosa.
And you did all the stuff like when they're saying, "I just can't wait to be king."
Yep.
That whole
Yep.
sequence.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
the fun
along
one.
with everyone else at the studio. But yeah,
Yeah.
I did the characters in there.
Yeah, exactly. But I thought you did some of the background characters in that too, though.
Yeah, like the ostriches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just to fill time.
What was the best Christmas you've ever had?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Or like a Christmas when you were surprised by something that you didn't think you were gonna get as a kid. Did you ever get a bike?
Oh yeah, I got a bike. Yep.
That was always magical on Christmas, I think.
Yeah.
Any trips overseas planned at all?
Yeah, we've got a couple of them that might be coming up into Europe and elsewhere. Um, we're still kind of working on it, and I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with the new variant because I think that's going to affect us in the future again. So I'm a little nervous about that. The Omicron.
Local on YouTube asks, do you only draw animals?
No, I draw all kinds of stuff. No, not just animals. Although I love drawing animals.
I feel like it's your first love is animals
Absolutely.
and birds. Remember, like, because as a kid, weren't you like?
As a
really
kid, that
into
was
birds?
my first love. As I drew birds. That's all I ever drew.
And to this day, you are a bird encyclopedia. If I see a bird flying, you can tell what it is from like its shadow.
Twitch question is the name you were trying to say, Anthony DeRosa?
Yes. Tony DeRosa. Yes. Thank you. I don't know why I was drawing a blank on him.
What's the difference between the Masai Mara and the Serengeti?
The border. That's really the only difference.
It's in two different countries?
Yeah, it's in two different countries. When it goes into Kenya, it becomes the Masai Mara. And let me bring that up. And it's a much smaller area. The Serengeti is way bigger. It's like 15, 20 times bigger. Serengeti is huge in land in there, and it's all Tanzania.
Alright. Any plans on going to Northern California?
Not anytime soon. But we will be going to Northern California at some point. There we go. So I'm just hitting little details here and there. Hmm.
No new questions. Don Dixon says, I just got your book in the mail and I love it. Thanks for being you.
Oh, I'm glad. I saw, yeah, I think you posted something about that, and I love it. I'm glad you got it. So I'm just going through and hitting little detail-y areas.
Is there going to be another contest?
Yes. Not sure what it's going to be yet, but there will be another one.
Have the winners of the last two, I wonder if they've gotten their Mac yet and how what they think. They're working up.
I know the first one did, and they're very happy. And I'm
Is it iPad
good
Pros,
kid.
right?
What's that?
iPad Pros, is that what it is?
Yes, iPad Pros.
Awesome. Any plans on going to Ireland?
Not anytime soon. We were there during the making. We went out to Cartoon Saloon and met with the folks making wolf walkers. Had a great time doing that.
Was that with was it Klaus Toxic?
No, that was Klaus is in he's in Denmark.
Oh, okay.
It was Tom Moore. Tom Moore is a director, one of the directors of Wolf Walkers.
It's not a cartoon, so no. Where is it? What's the Wolfwalker studio?
That's Cartoon Saloon,
Oh, okay.
and that's in Kilkenny.
Not Robinson says, I have purchased a bunch of your courses. I'm curious if you have any shading or color courses.
Yes, I have a course on both of those. Basically, it's my lighting course and how color is affected by light. And Ronnie has a course on color as well.
Oh yeah, his is really intricate, right? His is really in depth on color.
Yeah, we both of ours are pretty in depth actually.
Are hyenas related to dogs?
No, hyenas are not related to dogs actually at all.
Are they
Matter of
like
fact,
humans?
no. Matter of fact, hyenas are more closely related to cats than they are dogs, but their closest relative is a mongoose.
Aren't they hermaphrodites?
They're not hermaphrodites, but they do have um, uh, parts, lots of different parts, let's say.
Oh, I thought they were female and male.
No, they're not.
Oh, okay.
No, they're distinctly male and female, but females have enlarged
Oh, okay.
parts.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. But they're more related to cats than dogs.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're basically in the weasel family.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're a giant mongoose.
This was a funny comment. Where is the light source coming from? It sort of looks like he's flashing the bear.
It's coming from inside the inside the box or in front of the rabbit. It's just kind of a made up little light source, just like in we were talking about Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
It's Christmas magic.
It's Christmas magic.
And actually, in Taxi Driver, I believe that's where Quentin Tarantino got it from, because there's a case in that glows too.
Oh, really?
And you don't see what's in it, or it's a trunk or something.
Yeah, I've never seen Taxi Driver.
Oh, probably skip it. Pretty violent.
I've seen pieces of it. Yeah.
It's a bit much. Zanji wants to know for both of us if we were famous enough. Thanks, Zanji. If we were famous enough to go on that interview show, Hot Ones, with the hot sauces, how do you think you'd do?
Oh, I do pretty good.
I do amazing.
You would.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. True. I could eat chili peppers grown by the devil himself.
Yeah.
I think I have. Are gorillas or chimpanzees dangerous?
Yes, just like any other wild animal. I wouldn't say they're dangerous as much as you need to respect them, like any other wild animal, and treat them, the way they should be treated.
When you're in someone else's home,
Yeah.
it's like the ocean. I always get freaked out because it's not my natural habitat.
Habitat.
And I know that the sharks and the fish and the animals are in there. That's their space. Respect their space.
So I'm just going through and making my way.
George Feldman says, "Hi, your course has improved my painting so far this 2021. I can't wait to learn more from you in 2022."
Oh, thank you.
Yay!
I appreciate that. I'm starting to lose my voice already.
Will we be doing a lot of cooking tomorrow? I don't think so. I'm making mud pie, which is basically just a bunch of layers of Oreos and pudding and whipped cream and stuff. And we're cooking a turkey.
Yes.
Scalloped potatoes. Corn on the cob. It's going to be very simple. It's about it. Thanksgiving was we had a bunch of people here. But Christmas is going to be very quiet.
Looking for a specific brush that I made. Someone on Twitch is referring to your reply to a question earlier and asking, I've been thinking about buying your anatomy course. Why is that better than others to start with?
I think because it just starts with basic drawing and and anatomy. So there's my brush. Oh shoot, sorry. So it's more academic and more basic. Teaches you how to look at basically the world around you a little bit. Specifically human anatomy. I made a tree.
A tree brush?
Yeah, I made this. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I was in the middle of looking for this brush when Nick mentioned.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's it. I made this a while back to do
Oh, like a
pine
close up.
pine trees.
Yeah, little branches of a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Oh, neat. Neat.
Now look at this. Watch. This one. I got to get it the right width.
We make it bigger and go over top. Is that what-
It actually
Oh, wow. Okay.
lights up the edges of them.
Oh, neat. Awesome. You're a genius.
No. But
But
hold on. This one lights up one half.
But if you're drawing people or animals, you want to know the underlying structure and skeletons and stuff, right? It'll just makes it easier to draw
Yeah.
the animals. You know how they're made.
Yes.
Those are really cool. I like those brushes.
Yeah, they're neat.
Maybe, are you still making new brush sets?
Oh yeah.
You're always coming up with new brushes and stuff for the site?
I find that I make brushes a lot just as I need stuff.
Are you adding them to the site and selling these though? This is a cool one.
No, I haven't been lately. Yeah, that one I used it specifically for a painting I was making.
I think you made another foliage brush recently that was really cool. Like for plants on the.
I did,
like
actually.
in like a prairie type plants.
Yeah, and I gotta pull those out.
Yeah, those are neat. Oh, love it.
Is this one of the brushes we're giving away? I know we haven't told people yet.
Um, no, this isn't that. This brush is actually a few years old, but we can definitely give it away because I actually forgot about it. I made it specifically for one certain painting I was doing, and I've never really used it since. I just happened to be sitting here going, "Oh, wait a minute, I need a pine tree again." So you can make pine trees with it.
Awesome.
Let me show you. Let me do something real quick.
Work smarter, not harder. Because Erica was saying, is that brush in one of your sets?
No,
Yeah, maybe give that one away. That'd be cool.
but if we go
Oh,
to
don't forget to hydrate, babe.
where did I go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Don't tell me I've lost it already.
Okay.
I gotta find them.
Julie says, Aaron, your art book is so beautiful. It's my current coffee table book. Love the QR codes in the back to link to the videos.
Oh, that was pure Nick Birch idea right there.
That also I thought was ingenious.
Yep, pure Nick Birch.
Well, Nick is a genius.
Of course. Where is that? I just had those brushes. I can't. My history doesn't go back far enough.
That's weird.
Oh, there they are. Right here.
Any advice on drawing interior backgrounds, props, and other elements?
Ask the question again. Sorry.
It's okay. Any advice on drawing interior backgrounds, props, and
Yeah,
other elements?
yeah. Use lots of reference. So many people don't use enough reference.
And I remember Armand saying something because he teaches a lot of that, right? Environments and
Yeah.
like he'll say draw a window, and they'll draw the window, but they won't draw like the framing around it.
Yeah, exactly. So
the little clasps on it. You have
don't assume that you know what something looks like. That's the point of that.
Yeah, and like the details, right?
Yeah.
On props and on back, yeah, like all the little things that make it. Does he do a course with backgrounds and environments and stuff for you guys?
Yeah, that's right. He just came out with a new one.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, he's so good.
So yeah, this is my pine tree brush.
Oh wow.
See, you can make little. Let me blow it up more. You instantly have a pine tree. I made this a long time ago.
Oh, that's really neat.
Yeah, what's neat about it is once I've got different brushes to go with it. So let's say we do this. We've got our silhouette in. We just scribble this in. That's the cool thing about this. You just scribble it in. Do what you need to do.
Oh, and you go over top and highlight the edges.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, see?
See, then I made a brush that only does the edges. Right here, that's this one. And I can go, all right, we're going to lock this layer. Oh, I did it over the background. What a dork. But here we go. I'll make it a little smaller. So you just do just the top. So you can get really great textures with it. Works well.
That's awesome.
And then I've got one where it's just, it lights up just one side.
Oh, neat.
It'll just light up one side of the needles.
Oh, depending on where the light comes from.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh,
See?
okay.
Shane?
We have a lot of really cool textures.
Yeah.
Joshua Baby says, love your videos. In the golden age of 2D animation films, how were they colored? Like, was each frame...
The last film that was colored on cell was The Little Mermaid, and we switched over to digital paint, digital coloring during that film. After that, drawings were digitized, and colored on computer.
But it was done on each individual cell?
No, they were digitized. The drawings themselves were digitized. Oh, you're
I
talking
meant
about?
before.
Yeah, yeah, they were Xeroxed on the cells.
Done with like acrylic or something?
No, it's an actual like vinyl paint.
But after The Little Mermaid, everything was done colored digitally, but it was still hand drawn.
Yep. Oh yeah. Could never get away from hand drawing. So we would draw the we would draw everything on paper, and then they were digitized, brought into the computer, and then painted in the computer. Sorry, this is getting a little long, so I got to speed things up.
Matthew's asking, am I taking over for Dustin? No, I'm not taking over for Dustin. He is irreplaceable. I am just here today.
Dustin took the day off. He went to go see Spider-Man with his sister. His sister. You have a sister.
His cistern?
His sister. You have a sister.
And it's been a long time, but I've maybe done this 2 or 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
Done it a couple times, sporadically, when needed. I know, it's awesome, right? We just missed out on all of Dustin's voices, you know?
He doesn't really do that much anymore.
He doesn't?
No, he doesn't.
Get to the job. See, I can't.
Doing this as fast. I want little sparklies and light.
I sort of alluded to it earlier. You might want to go ahead and let people know that we do this every year, tomorrow being Christmas. We always give away something free on Christmas. So we've got some new brushes that we'll be sending to everybody tomorrow, as well as I believe we're going to send the high-res version of this image, right?
Yes, we are going to send the high res image version of this image. Yes.
So for those watching the stream, if you go to futureartteacher.com and join our newsletter, tomorrow at some point during the day on Christmas Day, you will get a little gift in your inbox. So if you head on over to futureartteacher.com and sign up for the newsletter,
Do
you
it.
can get brushes and this image,
Have you ever considered doing a course?
high-res version, suitable for printing.
Cool.
You might want to repeat that, Aaron, in case people couldn't hear my audience.
You're gonna get go sign up for our newsletter and you'll get some brushes, some free brushes from me, and the high res version of this image.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Crazy. Hey, have you ever considered doing a course on effects animation, like fire, lightning strike?
Yes.
Like that?
Yep, and we have just the people to do it. It's just a matter of setting it up. COVID kind of got in the way.
Are you gonna at some point do 3D stuff or rigging and things like that?
Yes. We've actually got people for that as well, but COVID got in the way.
Vivacious V is a wonderful co-host. That's sweet, Sheila. Thank you. You just bless her. Thank you. Oh, little sweetheart. You say you struggled with elephants, drawing elephants for a while, or no?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Elephants are hard.
Matthew Nuttall says that he hasn't struggled with elephants, but proportions of big cats have always been really tricky for him.
Yeah, they are tricky.
Any advice on that?
Draw more. Just keep drawing them.
Learn the anatomy and then go look at them
Yeah, I
in
mean,
like a zoo or wherever you can see
yep.
them.
Well, look at them in video and draw them from video. Any way you can do anything like that because it's, you know, anything that might be difficult, like drawing proportions on big cats. I totally feel you. I get it. I had the same problem. You only get better by doing it. You know, you want to be a great baseball player, you play a lot of baseball. That's what I always tell everybody. And, you know, it's the same with drawing and understanding anatomy and anything else in life. You want to be better at it, you do it a lot.
It's like in the movie Soul, right? It's they made fun of the fact that it's hard to draw hands.
Yeah.
It's like,
Hands are hard.
Because literally hands are the hardest thing to draw.
They are.
Right? Harder than a face. It's just.
I still struggle with hands.
Twitch question.
Drawing on the wrong layer. Doggone it.
Twitch question. Are you going to stream next Friday? It's New Year's Eve. Maybe something New Year's related.
You can draw Dustin in a diaper. It can be Baby New Year.
Yeah. Definitely.
We did the New Year's Moose for 2020. I remember that.
Yeah, we did.
We didn't do it 2021 because the stream didn't fall.
You should.
Someone's saying this bear is so cross-eyed, I don't even know if he sees the moose, sees the bunny in front of him.
He's looking down, guys.
Yeah. He's actually looking right at him. Follow the lines down. Burp, burp, right at him.
It does, for some reason, when you're zoomed out, it does look.
Like, ugh.
I think it's the highlight in the acronym.
Or he's a zombie
Yeah, how's
bear.
that?
How's that? Or he's a zombie bear, they're all white. No, see, you can see right there. Looking in.
Don't you defend the viewers, Nick?
Those viewers.
Those viewers. Oh, I grabbed the wrong brush. I got the bubbles.
I wasn't sure how to say the name. Matthew. It's Nuttall. Thank you for that. I never know if I'm mispronouncing something.
Someone saying that brush zoomed in looks just like natural media.
It does.
This is the pastel C, right?
It's what?
Pastel C.
Oh, yeah.
Are you still on pastel C?
Number 7
Oh, yeah.
in your original brush pack.
The one I'm always use.
Number 7 in your original brush pack.
Yes.
Even I know that.
Which you can also get for free if you join our newsletter.
That's right. You get this brush for free. Yeah.
Oh, he said Zamji says on the New Year's live stream, you could take a shot every time someone asks about Walt Disney, mentions an elevator, or wants to know what size touchscreen you're using.
I can't drink and draw.
It's just a bad idea.
I start talking in accents and all kinds of crazy stuff.
And day drinking, never a good idea. Never.
Well, I wouldn't say never, but yeah.
Only when Rob reaches. Don Higgins says,
If you're on a boat, it's a good idea.
Yeah, there you go.
unless you're driving, designated driver.
Sure.
Don, sure. It's like hunting. It's the worst time to drink. Yet that's when everyone's drinking. Like,
Oh, hunting.
and drink. I'm like, there's guns. Okay. Just Don Higgins just confirmed newsletter subscription and 100 drawings showed up today, just in time for the holiday. Your art of book arrived earlier, and I have been studying it in earnest. And thank you for mentioning cat bear moose hybrid last week. Oh, so I guess Don Higgins, you mentioned his cat bear moose hybrid.
Right on. Good job, man.
Caboose. Oh, it's called a caboose. Cat bear moose. He's calling it a caboose. That's funny. Funny.
It is funny.
It's like the hippopotamus.
Yeah.
I actually really like the critiquing live stream when you're you know
That was fun.
going over artwork, and I think it's really valuable to a lot of artists.
By the way, I want to make one comment. We got a little bit of feedback from people that were disappointed that we didn't show their art. And that was never intended to be we're going to show everybody's art stream.
We would have been there for 10 hours. We had 420 pieces of art. So, yeah, there's just no
The
way.
idea of even showing as many as we did was sort of off the cuff and spontaneous. It wasn't intended as a slight on anybody that wasn't included, and it wasn't intended as, you know, a knock in any way if your art wasn't shown. Doesn't mean it wasn't good enough. It just means it didn't get selected as you were choosing the ones to pick to show. That's all it means.
Well, I think certain art speaks to different people, and Aaron was going through and the things that like made him laugh, or you know, I was like 80 of them, wasn't it? It was a lot that we went over.
80?
How many?
480.
No,
tried.
but I'm saying, how many did you show on the live stream?
Oh, a lot. Yeah.
About, like 80 of them, I think. You showed a good quarter of the submissions.
The critiques are not the critiques are there for you to see and just and hopefully glean something from that you can apply to your work the next time.
Well, and I always got information from a critique on someone else's artwork, because it's still a critique, and you can see what, you know what I mean? You can learn something, even if it's not your artwork that's getting critiqued.
That's the point of critiques, exactly.
Yeah, that's the whole, I mean, that's exactly the idea. In art school, the teacher doesn't go around, even in a critique session where we pin them all up to the wall, you don't give everybody equal time. It just doesn't work that way. Sometimes you might not say anything about a particular image. You just might move on. It doesn't mean that the image isn't worth discussing. It means that there's something about another image that you need to highlight, good or bad. So as the student, the idea is to learn what's being said about someone else's art and figure out if you can apply that information to your own. But you certainly wouldn't expect equal time in a class situation or on a live stream for every single image. It's just not, it's not practical. People definitely loved it though. They loved seeing all the images. So we got to do more of that in the future for sure.
And there'll be other contests, right? And they'll, you know, be able to have other opportunities to submit their work. Suggesting maybe setting up, and I don't know the logistics on this, setting up a web page where everyone can see all the submissions. But anyway, it was just a suggestion. I don't know what the logistics on that are.
Noted.
And Soundsby says, having a world-class artist give his time each week and in these art challenges is a pretty amazing and unique thing. Thanks for doing it, Aaron.
You're welcome. I don't know about world class, but you're definitely welcome.
Take it. Take it. You're a world-class human being.
No, I'm just a human doing.
You're a human being.
That's right.
Sheila Guerra, one of our regular watchers, is loving the rim light. Is that what it's called? The rim lighting?
Mm-hmm. It's going to get a little bit of...
Right. You're really finishing this thing up, huh?
Trying to.
Frankie says hi.
Frankie!
Frankie Beck.
The legend.
The myth. The legend.
Marshall says hi to you guys, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Frankie and Erica.
Gabby was on earlier for a second.
Ah.
I'm not sure if she's still on. She was on way earlier. Julie Bouquet says, yes, this and your courses are amazing, and I send people to them all the time. Very generous with your time and advice. World class.
Thank you.
Someone's suggesting the ribbon. Oh, it's like a golden color, but
I did red and green because it's
Yeah.
Christmas colors.
Christmassy.
Yeah, I mean, I could do golden, but I just decided.
The one piece of the bow looks like candy ribbon, you know, like shiny.
Right here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice. I like it. Like old grandma candy in a dish.
Uh-huh.
Oh, someone says, "Oh, this must be a southern bear, hence the grass for the foreground instead of snow."
Yeah. I didn't even think about snow.
We are in Florida.
I didn't even think about snow. That's
We're in
funny.
Florida. That's
You're
why.
absolutely right.
And it's sunny
It's
outside.
so funny. I didn't even think about snow. What an
Sunny
idiot.
and green outside.
It's about 80 degrees outside right now.
He's a Florida bear. Although it's not a black bear, so can't be a Florida bear.
It's weird. It's
I
so
learned
funny.
something from you. I never knew. That's the one thing I learned from you, Aaron.
It's the one thing I like about you.
I always say that. You know, Aaron, it's the one thing I love about you. Yeah, only black bears in Florida. Never knew that. Had no idea. What kind of bear do you think this is, though? Is that a grizzly? Is he? What kind of bear would you say he is?
Yeah, I'd say he's a grizzly. I'm just loosely going in and,
So are you gonna have to put snow in now?
well, let's see.
Maybe just in the front, in the foreground? No? I like it green.
I don't know why I didn't think of snow. Well, we could do. I mean, there's things we can do. There's things I can do.
What's your favorite bear?
Grizzly. Coastal grizzlies.
Oh, someone's saying snow will distract, the whiteness will take away from the glow.
Oh, it won't be white. Hold on.
Oh, it's like blue, right? Aaron knows how to adapt his pieces.
I'll try something. I've always got the green underneath.
You can always just hit undo, undo.
The beauty of layers.
Oh, hey, Blaise. I like Blaise. Have you saved it yet? Or is it automatically saved, doesn't it?
Yeah, it'll save in the background.
Nice. Oh, that looks nice.
Hold on. We're not even there yet.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that either. You're doing like grass. All this intricate grass.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on.
It's funny. I don't think it's been so many years since I've lived in snow. I don't even think about it anymore.
Tom Bancroft asked, why is the bear cross-eyed?
Because he's thinking about you, Tom.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's a little bunny.
He says, just kidding, we love you, Aaron.
We're gonna get to go see Tom up in Tennessee in a few months.
March? Is it March you're going on?
March-ish.
Up at Lipscomb?
Yes.
I will pet him and love him. It's a bunny.
Steve said, Steve said this image would make a perfect ad for Uber Eats. Fresh food delivered this Christmas.
Aw.
They just put the Uber logo down in the corner.
You know, you could have done a whole salmon in a box.
That's right.
You know, a long box. Blood everywhere. Not very Christmassy. So is that why Snowbird's taking so long? You forgot about snow?
Yeah. Yeah, I completely put the Arctic in greenery.
That was so G. He's always quick on the input. Oh, the snow's working out well, quite well. I like it.
Oh, this is just the beginning.
That was an easy fix there. Look at that.
Easy fix, says the person not doing the drawing.
Easy? This is
He makes everything look easy.
40 years of experience, baby.
Hey, you forget snow? Just loop some blobs.
Bloop some blobs.
It's easy, see? Oh, you didn't even have to change the brush, the color, nothing. Just goes. Snaps the little fingers.
Freaking next door neighbor and his Porsches.
Porsche. Oh, they got like 3 of them over there, and they're like cleans it every week, or today every day.
Oh my gosh.
This guy.
Can you guys hear that?
We're working here.
There, we got snow now.
I think he's doing it.
He's doing it on purpose.
He's doing it on purpose. He sees we're working. I'm sorry. Everyone's loving the snow.
Oh, good.
Very cute. No good question. Just comments.
I don't know why, but going on the idea that he's going to be eating the rabbit, you should have just a jar of hot sauce just sitting there, like off to the side. This is suspiciously.
A little dark for Christmas, but
I know.
that's funny. It's his friend. They're friends.
Are they though?
Yes, he is.
Are they?
He gave him the alarm clock last time. Remember? Woke him up and he came to say hi.
And Brother Bear, we had a ground squirrel that Kenai finds, and Kenai's freaking out. It's where the chipmunks are now, where he sees that they're talking. But it used to be there's a ground squirrel, and the ground squirrel gets freaked out, but Kenai's freaked out. Then the ground squirrel is like wondering why Kenai won't eat him, and Kenai's like, because I think it's disgusting. And then the ground squirrel gets really put out by it, and starts trying to force Kenai to eat him because he's He's nutritious.
It didn't make it, did it?
It did make it.
It didn't make it.
It was in the movie.
Yeah, I don't know, where is Martin Berger today? Martin Berger's not on the stream. It's weird. He must be traveling. I'm home for Christmas.
Change brushes for this.
I want to remind people that today is our 12th day of Christmas sale. We've been doing new sales every day for the last 12 days. Today is kind of our biggest one yet. It is buy one, get one 50% off on all of our lessons, courses, and brushes over at creatureartteacher.com. We're up to over 450 hours of lessons now.
That's right.
Do bears hibernate in Florida?
No,
I didn't think so.
they do not.
And
Yeah.
they don't really hibernate unless it gets super cold, right?
Right. And bears actually don't hibernate.
They don't?
No. They go into a stupor, but they don't actually hibernate. Ground squirrels, squirrels and
They hibernate.
yeah, smaller rodents, they actually go into a completely different kind of physiological state. Bears basically they go into a deep sleep, but they're not hibernating.
It's a send a friend delivery is what this is. You order a friend. It's like Snow Bear. He just needs to order, a friend delivery,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's what Sheila Garrison says. Mail a friend.
Let's get our little details.
I'm getting yawny. It's weird. Middle of the day.
You're hanging out with me too much. There's our snow. And we just need a couple little touches.
Oh, cool. Digging the image. Very cool. Oh, you got little grass peeking through.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got to have a little bit of grass poking up there. You can further the light illusion by putting some of the grass in the light.
Oh, Simon Pelletier. Says Aaron is right, but in North Canada, black bears do spend almost 5 months in their den.
They do.
As a biologist, I had to catch them at that time of the year. Nothing I would be able to do during summer. Absolutely love this image.
Thank you.
Sheila asks, please some sparkliness in the highlighted snow to tickle my brain.
Okay. Little areas of the snow reflecting a different plane where the grass is popping out. All right, a couple little things to finish up and then we'll call it.
Yep, no new questions. Everyone's just enjoying the image.
There we go.
Yep, he's out there cleaning it. That's what he's doing.
I'm sure. Okay, so in this area, where is it? Right there. I'm going to put nice bright gradient, round gradient, right about from the bunny's head. How's that look? Pretty good. Maybe not. Turn it
Oh,
up.
that's nice.
I lost some of the richness of the color there.
Oh, yeah.
You can always turn it down a little bit.
Maybe take it back.
I can add the richness back in. So let's do this.
The richness of like the orange light on him, or how he
Yeah.
looks orange.
I'm gonna try put everything in a folder. I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna merge it. So now I'm gonna play with some temperature. I'm gonna put a new layer over the top, and I'm gonna set it to overlay, and I want to get really rich, warm, orangey kind of color there. And I'm gonna grab my little chalk brush. I'm gonna hit this really warm in here.
Oh, wow.
Especially in the ears.
Oh yeah, that's great. Oh, I love the richness. It's like the light shining through his ears.
Yep. We're gonna push that some more. I'm going really warm here. Now I'm gonna grab kind of this cool.
Are you doing color burn?
I'm set to overlay.
Oh.
Now I'm going to the outside in the shadow areas of the bear with a blue overlay. I'll probably do it in the background too. And play the complement. So
Yeah.
the blue
Against that orange.
and the orange complement each other.
So they really contrast.
So you get a nice sense of not just light, but warmth and cool in the light as well.
Gives more depth.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, yeah, he's really popping now.
Yeah. You can do that with some of the snow in the background. It pushes it back, see? Into the background.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. I love it.
There. You can use temperature, not just value, but you can use temperature to push and pull objects forward and backward as well. So here I'm pushing some of these objects further back. And I'm
So
gonna.
I want to know how many layers you have in this image.
Oh, you know what? Probably about 20.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I wasn't really keeping track. Probably about 20. Right now I'm working on a single layer. I
Oh, I was
flat
gonna say, it seems like not very many.
I flattened everything to a single layer.
Oh.
But if I open up this folder right here,
Oh, it'll
see all the layers?
Yeah.
There's 21 layers in there. So you can see coming in here now with the overlay, I'm going into the shadow. You see how I'm putting the blue into the shadow? See what that does? It really makes the light areas feel a lot warmer
Oh, yeah.
by using that temperature.
Oh, it looks great. The blue, I love it. It
Yep.
really does make the orange seem hotter.
Yeah. The only thing I'm not liking the darkness of the background and the shadow of the bear. The bear is getting lost. I want his silhouette to stand out a little bit more. I might put a little bit of a haze between him and the background. So to do that,
Oh,
just kind of a blue gray. I don't know if this is going to be. I'm going to knock it way back. It's almost like there's fog back there is what I want it to feel like. Just to get a separation of his, because his darkest dark and his shadow is as dark as the background, which it doesn't have to be that way. I want him to pop just a little bit better.
This is a question I had, Aaron. It sort of relates to the original Beer and the Hair commercial, and it kind of relates to this drawing as well. In your original character design, the rabbit was brown, right?
Yes.
And they changed him to white in the final color. Was that just so there was more contrast between him
Yeah,
and
I'm pretty sure that's why they did it. Because the bear was brown.
And then this is just a technical question. if you were to use the hue slider and change the color of the rabbit, can you change a rabbit white, or can you not do that in this drawing? I'm just curious. I don't know how that.
I'd
works.
have to not just use. I'd have to change the lightness and darkness as well.
Gotcha. I didn't know if you could. Yeah, because there's no hue to white, right? So I guess
Yeah.
you have to do that.
The light blue in the back, or the blue over the white, makes it much more readable. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get him to read a little better, and I might go in with a little bit of. I'm going to do a multiply layer, and ever so slightly. Oh my gosh,
Neighbor.
our neighbor's
Give it a little
driving me.
blur.
No, I'm just darkening his shadow even more to contrast it. Just to get him to pop off that background a little bit better.
Did you say you were using overlay in the shadow?
Yes.
But you usually do multiply.
Oh no, I was yeah, but overlay. I was you're able. Well, if you go like medium to dark on the color, it'll make the color richer.
Oh, okay. Because that was you were saying you usually do
Whoops.
multiply and overlay in the light.
I just filled it in. Oh well, done. No, just kidding. So now I'm going to merge all these together.
Done.
And I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go really warm.
Oh, someone on YouTube said maybe some cold breath coming off the bear's nose since it's cold out.
That's a great idea, and I will do that. I was going to add some snow as well, but I'm going to do this first.
Sheila says, I love hearing the artistic thought process and watching the product change. It's cool. I mean, it really has gone through a lot of changes just in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, it'll grow a lot. So we're going to really get some rim lighting now.
Dana says, how did you know or did you find your niche?
It just grows you. You go in the direction that you feel compelled to go. And then you stick with it.
I mean, I think in your case, you always loved animal drawing, so you naturally fell into animal related projects. But then at the same time, you also happened to work at a company where they started doing a bunch of animal projects.
Yep.
Which probably reinforced you being known for animals. So it's kind of like,
It's true.
you know, the things go hand in hand.
Or paw and paw?
Paw and paw. So I'm going to try one more thing.
Just
One more thing.
There we go.
Knock this back a little bit.
Oh, it's really burning now. Burning. The glowing light of the spirit of Christmas.
You can hit different areas and get them to pop.
color burn. What is that?
Color dodge.
Color dodge.
There we go. Too much? I like to get a little bit of there we go. A little bit on the rabbit himself.
Someone's asking if this image will be able to be bought, but it's actually being given away.
Yep, I'm gonna give it away.
If you sign up,
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
For the newsletter at Creature Art Teacher.
Yeah.
Then you'll be sent a high-res image, right?
Yep.
And some free brushes.
Sign up for the newsletter.
For Christmas tomorrow, so get signed up now.
And if you're already on the list, you'll get it automatically. You don't have to sign up again or anything.
Right, exactly.
I know I'm signed up.
Zara McIntosh on Twitch says, I bought the whole shebang annual membership last week. Excited to start exploring this year.
Right on. Thank you.
People are asking for veins in the rabbit ears and a wet nose. But
the nose, I'm not sure what else to do to make it any wetter looking. I can get higher, brighter highlight. Can't even hit brighter highlights. I can do veins in the ears. I just want to make sure I don't get
creepy.
Without it. Yeah, I got to be careful about that.
It looks cute right now without it.
Yeah, and I want to make sure I need the Kropetsky. The
The what?
A certain brush.
Oh. I thought you were having a seizure.
I know. Whoops. See all the little textures I can put in there?
Oh, snow.
But very lightly.
Yeah, I know. It's just little. It's like when you do the little floating feathery dust in like a meadow scene. You know? That's snow.
Want to make sure you don't put too much in.
Get busy. Get busy.
There we go. And then because they're in the, where is it? Some of these, because there's a bright light, some of these will catch a little bit of light.
Little flurries.
Jesse on YouTube says, this makes me homesick for Montana.
Yeah, we love Montana. Old Bozeman, Montana. We love Montana as well.
Never been. Never been.
You will.
Will I?
Yeah.
Will I?
And I want to just fix some of these negative spaces here. So they feel a little more naturalistic with the grass poking out.
Mike says, my favorite class so far is creating believable facial expressions. It's so darn good.
Oh, thank you.
Is that one of yours?
That one came out this year.
Yeah, it did. That was one of my fun ones.
I like when you draw cute.
I do need to draw. Thank you. I need to fix these eyes.
Oh, you think they're a little crossy?
Not that they're cross-eyed, they're just the value changes that I have in there are making them feel.
Zombie-ish?
It's hard to. I'll show you what I mean.
They look just, from far away, they just look
I
white.
think you need to make the pupils bigger because it does look cross-eyed to me.
You don't tell me what I need to do. I'm going to give them blue eyes though. See what that looks like. So here's what I'm going to do. Watch. Step 1. And then,
I mean,
hold on.
I feel like Nick
Just-
always tells you what to do.
He does.
You listen to him more than you listen to me.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Nope, not a word. Not a word.
The magic of Christmas.
So you're giving him your eyes, basically.
Oh,
The blue eyes.
my
bear.
blue eyes.
I don't know. Is it bears have blue eyes?
They don't.
So
This guy's special.
yeah, but and he's also friends with a rabbit, so I guess you can.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know too many bears that are friends with rabbits either.
Not a lot of new comments. No new comments.
And so this is Christmas. There we go, right there. All right, now we need to do that highlight. And the highlight has got to be tasteful.
This is Christmas. Come one and come all. Do you love Christmas? Oh, I have to wrap all the presents tonight. I haven't wrapped not one.
I know. Well, I'm calling I call the little
I'm giving you all-
Amazon bags.
I'm giving you all the Amazon bags I saved from last year. Yeah. you can
Well,
just-
I've been saving those for like 3 years. We got a whole bunch of them. Oh, I got to do
I don't know where the rest are, but I can give you what I've got.
we got to do the veins in the
In the ear?
yeah, I got to try to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I needed that
Anyway,
red. Didn't need that
put
red.
a septum piercing on the bear. That's a great Christmas.
No,
I'm just kidding.
just kidding.
I'm just kidding. Non-creepy veins.
I don't know. What do you think?
I like it because they're just suggested. I think the less line work, the better,
Yeah,
because it'll look,
I like those. They look good.
because it makes them look transparent, but it's not over the top.
Yeah.
And it almost too many.
Is that over the top? Sheila Guerrera.
There we go.
Guerrera. Sheila Guerrera. This is wonderful, but still, the Baby Yoda and ornament drawing is my personal favorite. That was a really good one.
That was
That
fun.
was on point.
It was fun.
I think it was like 2 years ago, wasn't it?
We got a first-time Twitch viewer who says, "I didn't even have to click on the stream, and I knew you worked for Disney. Iconic style."
There it is. Boom, bing, bada bing, boom, done.
No one more thing?
I don't think so, unless you think there's one more
Frosty
thing.
breath. Frosty breath.
And then.
Oh yeah, frosty breath. Thank you.
And then.
I've got just the brush for that.
One more thing.
Look at this. I got just the brush for that.
No more and then.
And then?
And then. No more and then. All right, one more thing.
Too much?
What?
Wrong color.
It's gray.
That's wrong. It's too cool. I need to go warm with it because it's in light.
I mean, like more yellowy?
Mm-hmm.
Yellowy is a word.
Now.
What about a penguin, Zoundy?
A penguin.
He just says, what about ... a penguin? Yeah, what about it? What do you mean? The blue haze did work out nicely behind
We're not in the southern hemisphere.
Yeah, I forgot about that. There's no penguins in the northern hemisphere. Is that true?
Yes.
I don't know why that is. Like,
And it's funny because you can find penguins all the way up to the equator,
Oh, really?
but not north of the equator.
Wow.
I wonder why that would be.
I don't know. They just evolved in the cold of the south. All right, do you think the breath is too much? I'm going to pull it back a little bit.
I like it, but I think you got to knock the opacity down. Maybe just make it.
I just knocked it back to 65%.
It's almost too much. It almost looks like he's vaping.
Yeah, he's vaping. Oh, it's Dustin Bear. I came outside the other day, and all I could see was legs and a giant cloud of smoke. It was great.
I'm going to go without it.
It was a great vape. Yeah.
I like it, but I think just a little less.
I don't think it works.
Yeah.
I like it with
Well, maybe more snowflakes then. Foreground snowflakes. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Armchair art directing over here.
That's okay. I'm actually very tolerant of that. I don't mind that. This isn't bad. Knock it back a touch.
Oh, the penguin as a one more thing. No, that's not a one more thing. An entire penguin.
I got you, penguin.
Yeah, someone was saying maybe the what's it called? What you're doing now?
Reflected light.
No, the
Ribbon.
stuff out of his mouth.
Breath.
Yeah, his breath, his hot breath would come out the other side because it's up higher. But
Would come out the other side. The other side of what?
his mouth, instead of going to the left of the image, go to the right of the image.
Oh, why?
So the right side.
Someone made the comment, and I kind of agree with him. You do lose the expression a little bit by adding the breath.
Remember what I was saying about how I don't mind armchair art directors? I totally take it back.
I knew that was going to come. That's why I didn't reply to you.
No, I'm kidding.
I
Actually, I agree. I agree. I don't like it. I don't like the breath.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it already looks cold without it. I thought it would work, but once you saw it, it was like, no.
I love when people give me advice about my artwork, especially when it's unsolicited. I love it.
Mike said.
Notice how I'm laughing.
Mike on Twitch says, hot breath coming out of the other side. Do you mean his butt?
Well, if he's got breath and Bunny doesn't, it just seems weird.
You're right.
Just kidding. I don't know anything. Don't listen to me.
No, you're right.
Oh, somebody said for the one more thing, don't forget to sign it.
Oh no, I'm gonna sign it for sure. I haven't gotten there
done.
yet.
He's not done.
Just haven't gotten there yet.
It's called noodling.
I am noodling. All right.
I do love the warm glow, and I don't know how you get that in all your images, but it's just fabulous.
Lighting, baby. Lighting.
Everyone's just commenting on one more thing. Like maybe a chunky bunny in a winter coat or a.
Do we want a Merry Christmas in there, or do we want to just leave it as the illustration?
Happy holidays?
I think you do it without, because if we're going to send this to people, they can add whatever type they want if they're going to use it for Christmas cards or whatever in the future.
That's true. Now there is one more thing I want to try. Just for, I want to give it a little bit of, set that to multiply.
Someone did say maybe snowflakes on the fur and the bear.
Deer tracks in the snow because Santa came by and dropped it off for him. I don't know.
I'm going to vignette it a little bit. It's going to kill the light on the bottom, but nah, don't like it.
No.
Although vignetting up top was a whoops.
Yeah, I actually like the vignette. It just seemed like too much at the bottom. Like it came in too much at the bottom.
I'm not going to do any on the bottom because I think the light and shadow should be there.
But on the top two corners.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That feels better.
Oh yeah.
All right, there you go.
And now your grunge texture.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
I'm kidding. Let you go to the left side, which means you have to open that one elf file.
Yeah, you have to find and then steal the layer.
Oh no, I've got grunge saved now.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
What?
I've actually got a grunge folder. Believe it or not. I'm just trying to put on a little bit of snow on his skin, see if what that looks like. No. Because that would require about another half an hour of drawing. And we're just don't have.
I think it's good. I think it's good without it. It just started snowing again, and it hasn't started accumulating on.
That's right.
I think it's.
And he's been moving his arms, so the snow would be.
Do you know that's how you tell how efficient an animal's fur is? Is that when it snows on them, the snow doesn't melt.
Oh.
They're not losing any body heat.
Wow.
So when you see all those bison and animals sitting in the snow and they're all covered and it looks like they're freezing, they're not. No, they're holding all that heat in.
Really?
Yeah.
I would never guess that. So it's the opposite of what you think.
Yeah, because the bison and everybody, I mean, granted, if they don't have enough body fat on them, they will freeze and they'll die. But yeah, a lot of times they're sitting. As a matter of fact, the snow will insulate them even better. So what was I doing? What did you say?
Oh, you did.
No, I signed it. What did you say, Nick?
I said grunge texture, but you don't really have to do it. I don't know.
Oh no, that's right.
What do you think about bigger snowflakes in the foreground?
That's a good idea. See, look, there's my grunge texture. Boop.
Nice.
Biden Harris.
So-
I got Biden Harris in there. There's grunge. That's not bad.
It's a coffee stain.
That one's not bad.
Old dirty paper.
Don't like that one.
That's Christmassy.
Don't like that one. This is one I always use. Might flip it around. This one's not bad either. I'm going to use that one.
I never saw the appeal of old dirty paper.
I just,
Jonathan,
to me, it feels.
Jonathan on YouTube says my iPod also has a grunge folder.
I'd like to hear it.
People still use iPods?
Aww. Well, once you have your entire
That was
collection
part
on
of- I
it,
think that was part of the joke, especially if you got a grunge folder, because
Yeah,
all
right.
of it's old school. Yeah. Okay. Hmm.
I'm actually being serious. Do they still sell them?
I don't think so.
they do actually still sell the iPod Touch, which is basically like the iPhone without the phone part.
Oh, gotcha.
When you just listen to your music on your phone or your computer, or
Well, like a lot of times, like Rain before she was old enough to have her own phone, we got her iPod Touch,
oh, okay.
so she could have apps and stuff like that. But you know, we weren't getting her own phone when she was that young. It was before the iPad was. I don't think they've updated the iPod Touch in like 5 years. But
So I'm gonna do this as an overlay, and it actually brightens it a little bit. That's the without, and there it is with. I like it, but it adds texture in the brightening.
yeah, I just threw out grunge texture as a joke. I don't know if it's really.
No, I like it. No, this is adding grunge texture, but as an overlay. See how it?
Can you
I actually-
zoom in a little? It's a little smaller.
Yeah, look at it like the snow. See how it adds that nice grunge in the snow?
Oh yeah, cool.
I like it.
It does. It adds a nice. Did you just erase it like in the middle around the bear?
I didn't erase it at all. I just did it as an overlay rather than a regular layer
Oh,
or a multiply layer. So it actually lightens it, which is kind of
Okay.
nice. I like it. I like it better. Good idea. Saved. Oh, wait a minute. Did I save it already? It's currently saving in the background. Oh, bigger snowflakes. That's what you said.
Yeah, I don't know if you did save this file yet, did you?
I think I did. Look at this. Look at this. I have a folder with rain, snow, dust, and debris.
That's a set available at creatureartteacher.com.
Available at creatureartteacher.com.
sounds like what's
And
between.
today only, it's buy one get one 50% off. Oh, actually, this is worth. And Aaron, you may want to repeat this. For people that are still looking for last minute gift ideas, all of our courses and brushes can be sent electronically and scheduled for delivery. So for any special occasion.
I don't like it. Yes, they can actually. We try it as just snow dust. Whoops. On the wrong layer. How's that?
There's a little delay for me, but I like it. I like what I'm seeing.
That kind of works. All right.
Yeah. Another image.
Bend it down, down,
the
down,
record book.
down, 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 down. Bend it down, down. All right.
Someone asked, when you added that overlay, didn't you lose a lot of contrast in the bear?
No, actually, it just brightened it up. I don't think I lost. I lost a little bit. It was getting a little too dark for my tastes. So,
Looks good.
and we are going to What's that?
I said, don't save it to download.
No, I'm not. Give me a chance, man. Live streams. Go into the live stream folder.
I was just helping you out.
Give peace a chance, guys. So,
Okay.
any more, do you guys?
Well, I've got another project that I'm supposed to be working on, but I got to go shopping.
Let
And
me
then-
guess, Nick, you're working? I think you're working today? Yeah. And tomorrow?
Yeah, kind of.
There's never a dull day at creatureartteacher.com.
We're working on releasing David Coleman's new course, and I've got a bunch of stuff that is in process on that. And I've got Christmas presents to wrap, and maybe some eggnog to drink. I don't know. While I wrap presents and edit.
Spiked eggnog. So there we go, folks. There he is. Our Christmas bear getting his surprise snack in the mail.
Hey,
buddy.
buddy.
It's Robert.
It's not a snack. It's his friend for the young viewers.
Friend. They're buddies from Bear and the Hare. It's like this. It's like the cousins of them.
Yep.
They're
The chunkier, more fed versions.
reunited because it feels so good.
So whoever it was that reminded me to put snow in there, thank you.
Oh, it was one of our.
I completely forgot to put snow in.
A
So
gentleman.
there you go, folks. I hope you had a great time. And remember, we've got Armand Serrano's course is out. David Coleman's course is out. You don't have to jump to those if you don't want. But go on over to creatureartteacher.com because our last day of the sales are going to be going on through the weekend. But buy one, get the next thing 50% off on everything on the site. So that's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm running out of breath. Otherwise, have a great Christmas or holiday or nothing if you don't celebrate it where you are. But at least have a great weekend. And we will be back with you again New Year's Eve. I guess that's the next stream, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
And just remind people about if they sign up for the newsletter.
Oh, yeah, sign up for the newsletter and you'll get this image, the full res image of this sent to you, along with the same brush that I used to make it with. So that's cool,
Awesome.
No.
Wow.
So there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a blast. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy whatever you celebrate or don't celebrate. I hope you have a great weekend. Go out, put some beauty. Let me rewind. Put some beauty back into the world because that's what we need to do as artists and make somebody's life better. And especially this time of year. So go out and do that, and I will talk to you next week.